Number 2, reading aloud your daily text.
如何选择完美的南瓜？在美国奥勒冈的秋天，随着季节跟天气的转变，人们准备好过万圣节跟感恩节。为了万圣节，一群学生要下田园选出一个最完美的南瓜。他们把南瓜带回家清洗干净，帮它雕刻，为万圣节做准备。
Hi everybody and welcome back to the second part of our class. We're going to be doing some reading now. Not quiet reading, reading aloud. Don't forget, the whole point of our practice is to get you to not only read, but to also practice your speaking and your pronunciation skills. Now, I will read the article aloud first, and you can listen. Then it's your turn to read it aloud. Now, here we go. Choosing the perfect pumpkin. I arrived in the United States to study in Oregon for fall term, just before the Americans were getting ready for the coming fall holidays, Halloween and Thanksgiving. These were exciting months because everywhere there was change. The length of the days were getting shorter, and the warmth of the sun was diminishing. In the evenings, the weather would cool our breath. However, in the morning, the earth would thaw again and fill our hearts with warmth. Watching the season changing was a thrilling time. When the 10th month of October approached the 30th day, it was time to prepare for Halloween. My friends Ruth, Beth, and Theo all wanted to buy a pumpkin. Thus, we traveled to the pumpkin farm to find the perfect pumpkin. The farm was huge. The width was at least 3 kilometers, while the length was about 13. To the north were rows of squash, while on the south were paths of pumpkins. We walked through the overgrowth of thorny thistles to the thickest part of the pumpkin patch. There, among thousands of pumpkins, was a large orange pumpkin that looked like a monolith. Like a thespian on the theater stage, the pumpkin thrilled us as we caught our breath in our throats. It was amazing. It was the perfect pumpkin. When we got home, we were a little chilly, so we made a thermos of hot broth. The warmth was comforting, and we sipped on our tea. We cleaned the perfect pumpkin with a damp cloth and set it on a tablecloth. We thought about the theme and decided to carve a funny pumpkin. First, we started with carving the mouth and thick teeth. Then we carved 3 wide, thin eyes. Third, we cleaned out the inside of the pumpkin and threw away the filth. We had worked hard, therefore we're very proud of the pumpkin that we made. I am happy that I came to this place. Oregon has given me 1,000 new things to think about. It has been a thrilling experience with new adventures on the path ahead. That's it for the article, a little bit long. And did you notice there was something that kept popping up? There was one sound that they kept using, and that was a TH sound. And that came up many, many times. And it's a good way to practice your pronunciation for the words with TH in them. So, what is this article all about? It's about going to the United States and arriving in the fall, getting ready for Halloween and Thanksgiving, and watching as summer turns into fall. And the days get shorter and it gets cooler. But then Halloween was coming, and they went out to pick a pumpkin from a local farm. And they managed to find a wonderful, beautiful, huge pumpkin. They took it home, and they carved the pumpkin with a funny face. And they cleaned it out and made their perfect pumpkin. And I'm sure they had a wonderful Halloween. And that was the students' experience going to Oregon to study and to enjoy Halloween and picking out their pumpkin. Now that's it for our reading. Don't forget, you have to do your reading aloud too. It'll be good practice for your reading, your speaking, and your pronunciation. So it's your turn now. Get to work and do your reading. Now that's it for this part of the class. Let's go on to the next part.